Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today I thought I would do a video on how I ride in the rain. Let's get into it. I don't. So I'm kidding. Although I don't ever plan a ride when it is raining or it is forecasted to rain, we've all been there where we're out on a ride and the rain starts. So there's certain things that I do to prepare myself for the rain. So I figured I'd talk about it here. So one of the things I've started doing actually is keeping a weatherproof, not necessarily waterproof, but weatherproof, weather resistant, or water resistant jacket. I kind of keep this with me all the time now in one of my saddlebags. Sometimes I do ride without my jacket on, as you can see, but I do always take it with me. Well, and even if it gets cold, but if it does start raining, I'm able to just throw that on to keep me drier, to keep me warmer. So that's one of the first things I've learned to start doing, is always bringing a jacket with me, even if I'm not wearing it. The other thing I've started doing actually is I bring my old gloves with me. That way I have a dry set of gloves. So once it stops raining, I have something I can put on so my hands are a little more comfortable. Then I always want to wear gloves. I know sometimes I don't wear a jacket, but I do always wear gloves. So this way I can take the wet ones off and put them in and have a dry set for me. So that's the other thing I do. The next thing I do actually when it's in the rain is actually I do mental preparation in my head, because I still can't get through my head to my body that the traction that your motorcycle will have, provided you have your decent tires and they're inflated properly, is you're going to have close to the same traction as you do in dry. It will be a little less, but you will be able to do all the turns and everything just as well with your bike, provided again if your tires are good and they're inflated to the right pressure. After the first what is it, 15 minutes, first 15 minutes all the oils come out of the ground, and then after that you should be fine after that. So for me it's a mental thing. I gotta keep telling my body, no, you can still ride your bike. I do slow down. I don't keep driving the way I do, but I have to keep reminding myself to continue on riding the normal way that I would. The next thing I just actually touched on earlier is I do adjust the way I ride. So when I'm riding, I do slow down. I'm not going as fast. I'm still doing the speed limit. That's fine, but I'm not doing the 5 to 10 kilometers an hour over. Sometimes more, but don't tell anyone. And then I also, I give even more space than I would normally do behind if I'm trailing behind someone. I really, really, really start sticking to the tire marks in the road, because you're going to get more traction in that. So if you're behind cars and you see them and they're riding, the track that they're plowing out for you ahead, I'm sticking to those. I'm not going into the middle and out to the side, and I'm not swerving like that anymore. Having fun, but I stick to them just because I know I'm going to have more traction there. So definitely, I'm always adjusting the way I ride, slowing down, being more cautious, being more aware of the cars on the road, because it's even harder for them to see me now with rain coming down. And then the last thing that I do, again, it comes to more mental preparation. And I've heard this term in a lot of different facets in life, whether it's being in work, advancing your career, trying to be a better person, working out, and I think I've even heard it in motorcycling somewhere. I can't remember who, but I'm sure I've heard it from some of the big YouTubers and stuff like that. And that is starting to get comfortable being uncomfortable. So when you're riding in the rain, or at least when I'm riding in the rain, I get a little wet. I start getting a chill all the time, right? So it's a good thing to have a jacket on. But be cold, be wet, be uncomfortable. Just get used to being that way, because the quicker you do, the quicker you lighten up. You stop being so rigid, because that's one thing you don't want to be when you're riding a motorcycle is rigid. You don't want to be, tense. So the quicker you can get yourself to being used to being uncomfortable, the better you're going to be, the safer you're going to be. So again, that's one of the things I try to do when I'm running in the rain, is get used to getting comfortable being uncomfortable, relaxing. Just, it sucks. I'm wet. I'm cold, but that's what it is. I'm still on a motorcycle, so I better enjoy it, right? Anyways, thanks for watching. If you have any other tips, let me know, and we'll catch you in the next one.